Tonight, we obtain a secret jailhouse letter from convicted killer Jodi Arias that reveals her legal plans to marry an allegedly wealthy art collector that has been obsessed with Jodi Arias since 2012. And we find out that Arias, after she slaughters her lover Travis Alexander, is spending time behind bars lounging, drawing erotic scenes, scheming to get a better sell, tweeting her thousands of fans, and watching cable TV.
According to InTouch, Arias notes that if she got married and somehow got out of prison, you better believe Ben and I would get to consummating.
You make me so... I seriously think about having sex with you every day.
Arias allegedly writes in the letter that Ben cannot come visit, but if they get married, then he can petition the court for visitation.
To Alexander Hitchen, general editor with InTouch magazine. Alexander, thank you for being with us. I am having a hard time taking this in. What man in his right mind, of course, now there's an oxymoron, right? A man in his right mind. Let me mull that a moment. But who in this guy is already in a relationship with a mom of two would want to marry Jodi Arias, who's behind bars for life? I can only pray.
I agree with you, Nancy, and great to be back on the show. I would just like to say that you've read the letter.
Yes, I have.
And the full contents is in this week's issue of InTouch. It is Jodi painstakingly points out every possible move in this letter because basically she's an evil genius.
Guys, let's see the beginning of the letter. This is reportedly about a wealthy art collector already in a relationship. Ben can't visit. Frowny face. Here's what I was told he needs to do, or rather we need to do. And she is writing to a friend, if we marry, then he can petition a court to grant us visitation. He has to go to the court, get the paperwork, have mine sent to me via legal mail, an attorney. I sign it, have it notarized, send it back. He files it, and voila, spousal rights. It's official. I'm appealing my conviction, which means, as far as Ben is concerned, there's an expectation that I will regain my freedom, and he and I will then live as a married couple. Okay, pause right there. Okay. Alexander Hitchen, general editor of InTouch, if this is true, who is she writing to? What friend is arranging her marriage?
So she was writing to a lady called Maria De La Rosa, and I know you covered the case extensively, Nancy, so you know who this lady is. She was she's a mitigation specialist who was part of Jodi's defense team, and mitigation specialist is a person who convinces the court not to impose the death penalty. Well, since that happened, since Jodi began her life sentence, her natural life sentence, she has stayed in touch with Jodi, and Jodi sends Maria lots of letters. So Maria is probably her closest friend.
InTouch magazine reports they've obtained a letter allegedly written by Jodi Arias that reveals her plans to get married to a new love interest and plans to gain her freedom and consummate the marriage.
We'd shut and lock the door, and we were just hoping you'd go at it all night.
Okay, I thought I'd never hear that again. Those are the sex tapes between Jodi Arias and her murder victim, Travis Alexander. Tonight, prison bombshell, Arias planning to marry a wealthy art collector. He must be completely out of his mind. To Alexander Hitchen, the general editor with InTouch. Alexander, again, thank you for being with us. What makes you believe in this letter that she is lounging around her jail cell drawing erotic drawings? Where did that come from?
I have to say, Nancy, and they're not necessarily that pretty, but I've actually seen these erotic drawings.
Okay, what are they?
Okay, so the one in question, the one that we actually talk about in InTouch this week, is of a topless Jodi with this gentleman, Ben, on top of her. And it's a pencil drawing that Jodi sent to Ben.
I'm reporting this holding my nose, Alexander, and I'm surprised you can stand the stench of it in your studio. Jodi Arias, behind bars, planning a prenup and a wedding with an art collector to whom she is sending her erotic drawings. Okay, Alexander, I'd like to say thank you for that, but I'm going to hold. Alexander Hitchen, general editor, In Touch.